Welcome back to Breezing Through. I'm Emily. So today I want to kind of deviate from, I wouldn't say my normal content, because I've talked about this before, just not specifically here on YouTube. But I do want to share with you something that I get compliments about every single time I use it, constantly, like incessantly get compliments about this specific product. And it's something I use for my nails. So I've done manicures, I've done pedicures. They're great. I just don't have time for them. As a mom of two who creates content for a living, and I'm constantly doing a project, and I am now way more involved in our community. I am super involved in the PTA at my daughter's school. So I just don't have time to go get my nails done. And if I did, I would use that time for something else. I also cannot stand sitting and having my nails done and not being able to do something else. Like, I love getting a pedicure because I can do something else on my phone. I can work, I can, talk to people, whatever, but getting with my ADHD, it's just too much. So in the last probably 6 years, I've been using Dashing Diva gloss, basically nail stickers. So they come in these different palettes. They also come in colors, like just straight colors, but I love the palettes because you can kind of mix and match them, but you also get what looks like gorgeous art on your nails. And I actually did a set for 4th of July. It wasn't super in your face, like screaming 4th of July. It was very subtle, and I loved it. And I cannot literally every single day I got a compliment from somebody about my nails. It was incredible. So I like to take a little bit of break between sets sometimes, especially when I'm doing a project where I'm going to be really like digging in the dirt. So I've taken a little break, but it is time for a new nail set, and I am super excited about this one. It is so cute. So I'm going to walk you through how I do my nails, how I prep them, and everything. And then I'll talk a little bit about how I get them off at the end. But let's go ahead and get started. Let's talk about all the stuff I have here. I have a pack of Dashing Diva nail strips. I have the Dashing Diva Gloss Base Seal. I have the Olive and June cuticle serum with cactus flower. I have these little wooden cuticle sticks. I have the Dashing Diva Magic Off Remover, as well as a pair of nail clippers. Once I open up the nail strip kit, it comes with instructions, a nail file, and an alcohol swab that they call the prep pad. If you're using the gloss base seal, you don't need the alcohol prep pad, I have discovered. But if you are not using the base seal, you have to use the alcohol prep pad. Otherwise, it is not going to work. Trust me, I have tried to skip this step and not use it, and you just end up with nail strips that come off. The first thing I always do is prep my cuticles. I always do this after I've removed these as well, just to kind of rehydrate and make sure everything's in a good place. So I make sure to twist the bottom of this stick to make sure there is serum coming out of the top, and then I rub it all along each cuticle on each hand. I then take the cuticle sticks that actually I believe came with the Dashing Diva Magic Off Remover, and I push the cuticles back on each one of my fingers. This is just to give the strip more space to adhere to, as well as widening the nail bed. I really like doing this. I think it's a really good way to make sure that these nails last longer, because if they don't have as much space to adhere to, they're more likely to come off. Once I am done with prepping my cuticles, I then do the gloss base seal on each finger. You want to use a good amount of seal on each one, and then give it a little bit of time to dry. I really like this stuff because it does not smell. So it doesn't smell like any kind of base coat you would usually use when doing your nails or nail polish in general. It's also super important to let this dry completely before you first start applying the nail strips, because if it's not dry, they're not going to adhere. Trust me on this. I've done it correctly before and just messed everything up. Then it's time to get out the actual nail strip. So they all come with lots of size options. There's this first set of thumbnail sizes, and then there are 2 strips. One of them is hidden under the metallic sheet that's under the first set, so make sure you don't miss that one. And then there's this 4th set that's off to the side. Usually that 4th set is a design if you get a palette, but with this set, they're all the same. So you want to start by figuring out what size is best for each finger. I generally know what size is best for my thumb, and I'm going to show you here. The largest one on this large sheet is going to be too big for my thumb, and it would overlap onto my cuticle and onto my skin. You do not want the strip overlapping onto your skin. But instead, I'm going to use the second largest one because it does fit perfectly on my thumbnail. The other thing I really love about these nail strips is you have two different shapes on each side of the nail strip. One is more square and one is more rounded, so you can pick what you want to use based on what your nail bed looks like and the shape of your nail bed. So once you're ready and you've picked the size, you stick it onto the nail. You do have a little bit of wiggle room if you need to move it and replace it. But you want to make sure the majority of your nail is covered. It's not hanging over onto the nail bed or onto skin at all. And then press it on really well. I like to do all of the nails on one hand before I start filing them down so I can find the right sizes and just get everything into place. I find that it's a little bit easier and more streamlined to do it this way, but you might prefer, especially starting out, to do one nail at a time where you adhere the nail strip and then file it down. I did mention that you do have a little bit of wiggle room when it comes to placing and then adjusting each nail strip. However, if you do it too many times, you'll lose the adhesion on the back of the nail strip and you'll have to start over. You can see me doing this here with the pointer finger on my right hand. I needed to adjust it just a few too many times, and I tested out the back of the strip and there really was no adhesion left. So I removed that specific nail strip, reapplied the base coat, and then picked a new nail strip for this spot instead. If I had stuck with that original nail strip that I was first using, it would not have stayed on even throughout the rest of the day that I'm doing them right now. It would have come off within a few hours, if that. So replacing it with a different nail strip that's going to last much longer is just going to help the whole manicure last longer. And like I said, the biggest thing here is making sure that each strip just fits on the nail and does not go over into your nail bed or onto any of the skin surrounding your nail. Once I get all the nail strips on, I then start filing them down. The best thing to do is to use a nail file and not nail clippers, because the nail clippers tend to pull on the nail strips and then you can end up with uneven edges. So you really want to just use a nail file. And like I said, if you pull, you're going to get uneven edges. So don't pull with your fingers either. File until the strip just comes clean off. If you need to move the strip around a little bit, file at different angles, but you really, really want to avoid pulling because it's just going to mess everything up. The thing I really like about this style of nail strip and this kind of manicure is there's a lot of flexibility to it. So I can have different length nails. I can have different shape nails. I can also kind of just adjust what the nail strip looks like on my nail once I have started to get it to the place where I want it to be. And it has everything to do with my personal preferences and what I like my nails to look like. And at the end of the day, I can't be mad at somebody else for how my nails look. I'm the one that did them. Sometimes I get a nail strip on there and I get it all filed down and I just do not like how it looks. Either it's gapping or there's some rippling happening or it has kind of pulled funny and the ends aren't even, and I will take that nail off and I will start over again because there's so many nail strips that come in these packs. It's really easy to do that without totally messing up your manicure. And once I've filed down my entire hand, I then spend a little bit of time cleaning up the edges just to make sure those corners where that last bit of the nail strip has come off is rounded and even just the way I want it to be. And then I move on to my other hand. The other great thing about this is you're not using any polish, and so you're not going to get any mess. There's obviously a little bit of mess from the nail filing. That's an obvious, but you're not going to get any polish mess. You're not going to get anything that's going to spill somewhere other than the remover or the base. I will say when it comes to making these last, I have found that the sets that have a glitter nail in them tend to last longer. The glitter nails tend to be thicker, and so they stay on longer and they can hold up a little bit longer as well. So I would definitely recommend using any of the ones that have glitter nails included in them because they just really work better in the long run. So here's the completed look. Done. That was it. Super easy. So there are a couple of things that I have come across to help with making this kind of manicure last. Like with most manicures, whether it's a DIY at home with nail strips or if you're going to get them done professionally at a salon, protecting your nails. So if you're going to be using a lot of water, you're going to wash your hands a lot, wear gloves. If you're going to be digging in the dirt, wear gloves. I've also noticed that it's super easy to just carry this set around with me. So I just put it back in the container. And If I need to replace a nail for some reason, I can do that. We went on vacation to Montana to visit family the week after 4th of July, and I actually took the nail set that I used for that with us. And there were a couple of times where I needed to replace a couple of nails, and it was no big deal. It just took a couple of minutes. I also took the base seal with me so that I had that as well. The best way to remove these nails, I have discovered, is either in the shower when you're doing like an everything shower and it gets really hot, then you can just peel them off because the temperature really helps the glue with removing it. Or Dashing Diva has actually come off with this magic off remover, and it is a dropper, I believe. I've only used it a couple of times. Yes, it's a dropper. So you drop it onto your nail bed and leave it for a few minutes, and it's you can smell it. It's just nail polish remover. And it dissolves the glue, and then you can peel them off. Not a big deal. So I love this set. I will say if you need something as more of a protectant for your nails, or you need something that's a little bit stronger or harder, Dashing Diva does also have I think they call it their glaze nail kit, where you set them under UV light. I don't use those, lots of reasons, but mostly because it takes a little bit more time. I like that I can do this super fast. I've gotten really good at it. I figured it out for me. There are a few that, like this specific nail, I'm watching it ripple a little bit. So this one's probably going to come off first, but I know that because I've been doing this for so long. And then you can kind of see the funny shape of my ring finger nail on my left hand. I don't really care that much. So it's just like little things like that, but from afar, when I'm, doing a video or I'm just out and about, my nails look really good and done, and it was not a big deal. It took me 20 minutes tops, and this time I filmed it. Usually I'm watching TV with my husband at night. I'm sitting in one of my kids' rooms as they're falling asleep. I'm listening to a podcast. I am editing a video. There are just a million other things that I can be doing while I'm also doing this. So it's super easy for me. I will link these in the caption of this video. It's also linked on my blog. I will do a blog post for this so you can see everything. If you have any questions, let me know and I can do some follow-up videos on that. So I hope this was helpful and interesting, especially for those of you who are looking for something that's a little less time consuming. And also, haven't mentioned this, these packs are only $9 each, which is so much cheaper than a regular manicure at a salon. So not only is it less time consuming, but it is a lot cheaper. So hopefully that's helpful for somebody. And if you liked this video, make sure to like and subscribe so you can see more videos like this in your feed, and I will see you next time.